feels like just yesterday when Samsung had to cancel the launch of its first foldable phone because it fell apart in people's hands. But now the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 is on its way, the fifth iteration of this device. We reviewed the Galaxy Flip 4, doting on its beautiful design and battery life, but we were disappointed by some of the boring updates that were delivered. We're hoping that the Flip 5 can show up its predecessor, and according to some of the rumors, it might. Let's say it right away. The Samsung Flip 5 is expected to be the biggest upgrade in the Flip series so far, with a new, much larger cover screen which you can use to handle many of your daily tasks without ever unfolding the phone. But this innovation did not just come out of nowhere. After years of an undisturbed reign in the foldable phone space, Samsung now has some competition. Phones like the Motorola Razr Plus are already out on the market with an all-screen front, pushing Samsung to innovate and to do it faster. So has Samsung responded to this new threat? And will the Galaxy Flip 5 become the best clamshell folding phone on the market, or would we have a new king on the throne? Past Galaxy Z Flip devices brought a lot to the table, delivering a compact design you can slip in your pocket and a big screen when you open up the Flip phone, plus a flex mode that lets you take photos and hold video calls hands-free. But as much as there is to like about the Galaxy Flip 4, the current model has its share of flaws, especially where battery life and camera quality are concerned. The Flip 5 will be Samsung's chance to address those issues. The one element that Samsung is said to have changed in the Flip 5 happens to be probably the most crucial in the Flip phone space. It's the hinge. The new Galaxy Flip 5 is rumored to come with a teardrop-style hinge, which is what its competitors like the Oppo Find N2 Flip and the Motorola Razr Plus are using. Such a hinge allows the phone to shut tightly, while the previous one would leave a noticeable gap when the phone is closed. The new hinge will also help get a less noticeable crease. However, in our experience, a teardrop hinge is usually not quite as sturdy as what Samsung has used previously, and phones with this type of hinge usually will have their top part slightly wobbly when you hold the phone at an angle and shake it violently. We are curious to see if Samsung has somehow managed to improve on that in the Flip 5. The new hinge has one more benefit, a potential better dust resistance. Samsung's Flip series have had water protection so far, but have never been protected from dust ingress, and such a change would be very welcome. While we don't expect to see major changes to the main screen of the Flip 5, the front cover screen will be completely transformed and much larger, taking up nearly all of the front of the phone, save for a cutout for the cameras. Rumors suggest it would be a 3.4-inch screen, just slightly smaller than the 3.6-inch screen on the Motorola Razr Plus. That screen extends over the cameras on the Motorola. Leaks suggest some Google apps will be optimized and work on the smaller screen, and we expect some native functionality. But so far it seems that you will not be able to do absolutely everything on this screen like you can on the Motorola Razr Plus. Note the notch in the cover display to accommodate the phone's exterior cameras. Ross Young claims that the Z Flip 5 will be available in at least 8 colors at launch: blue, green, platinum, yellow, beige, gray, light green, and light pink. We've had another seemingly official look at the Galaxy Flip 5's design thanks to this leak. It shows off the new display and a couple of possible uses for it too. A subsequent leak shows the device with the same design alongside other devices Samsung will apparently show off at Unpacked. While the screen and hinge are new, we don't expect any groundbreaking changes to the camera system on the upcoming device. We're hoping for a more significant camera upgrade for the Flip 5. That's because the cameras on the Flip 4 were only marginally better than those on the Flip 3. Not that the cameras was terrible, but there's an awful lot of room for improvement. The phone will come with a dual main camera system consisting of a wide and an ultra-wide shooter, and there will also be a selfie camera on the main screen. But as with previous foldables, you will also be able to take selfies using the main cameras and get better quality images. All modern-day Flip phones that we have tested come with 2 cameras, and so far we have not seen a dedicated zoom lens on a clamshell-style folding phone. So maybe that's something we could see in a future generation, but not on the Flip 5. Unfortunately, initial camera rumors aren't promising. Leaker Yoj Brar tips the new Galaxy Z Flip to have a pair of 12-megapixels rear cameras for both the main and ultra-wide lenses. These would match the megapixels offered by the Galaxy Flip 4. At least Brar expects the sensor on the Flip 5 to be bigger, which could capture more light for better photos. We may never get Galaxy's ultra-level photography on a Z Flip device, but there's no reason the camera performance couldn't rival the one found on the standard Galaxy S23. At the very least, we should be snapping pictures worthy of a $999 or more price tag. If Samsung wants to charge premium prices for its foldables, then it's going to need to offer premium photography performance to go with it. Samsung is rumored to bring the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip on the Galaxy Flip 5, and this would make Samsung's new flip phone the absolute champ when it comes to performance and speeds. Rivals from Motorola and Oppo only use the older Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, a fine high-end chip but a bit slower than this newer SoC. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 benchmarks were good, but the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra benchmarks turned out to be even better. And the good news, according to alleged benchmarks for the Z Flip 5, Samsung's upcoming foldable could outperform even the Galaxy S23 Ultra on Geekbench. Sammobile also claims that the device will offer UFS 4.0 storage on devices with at least 256 gigs of storage. That means users will be able to enjoy faster read/write and data transfer speeds on the 256 and 512 gigs models. Sadly, the fact 4.0 isn't available on 128 gigs storage means that particular Z Flip 5 model will likely be stuck with UFS 3.1 storage, just like the 128 gigs Galaxy S23. It's clear that the Flip 5 also needs to make a significant improvement to battery life. The Z Flip 4's battery lasted 8 hours and 33 minutes in our testing, a figure that rose to 8 hours and 57 minutes when the screen was set to 60 Hz. This year, Samsung has proven its ability to better optimize battery performance on the Galaxy S23. The phone was able to last 10 hours and 27 minutes after a 200 mAh boost to battery capacity, and it gives us hope that something similar could happen to the Flip 5. While we like to see a boost from 25 watts charging, which has been Samsung's go-to speed for far too long, we're not hopeful, certainly not after the Galaxy S23 came along with the same 25 watts wired charging speeds. The same is likely true for the 15 watts wireless charging speed. While the Galaxy Flip 4 offered a major battery boost from the Flip 3, that's still a pretty weak offering, especially considering the $999 starting price. So the most obvious upgrade to give the Galaxy Z Flip 5 is an even stronger battery life, be it from a larger battery pack or better power optimization via the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip. While Samsung may not be able to completely eliminate the display crease on a foldable phone, it should be doing everything it can to minimize it. After all, honking great bar in the middle of your screen is a big distraction and tends to ruin the aesthetic of the phone. Considering other phone makers have launched foldable devices without such obvious creases, Samsung's going to need to step up if it wants to stay in first place. Samsung has had no competition the past few years, but now it's different. We have a new contender for the title of the best flip phone, and that is the Motorola Razr Plus. This new Razr has a slightly larger screen than the Samsung phone and a very sleek design that many will appreciate. It also feels powerful, has fast charging, and a clean software with some nice gestures. At a $1,000 price, it's also not terribly expensive. We are yet to see if the Galaxy has a fully functional front screen as the Motorola, and you should also wait for our comparison of the cameras where Samsung still is expected to have the upper hand. So what do you guys think about the upcoming Galaxy Flip lineup? Share your expectations below in the comments section. And if you guys enjoyed the video, then a sub to the channel will be massive, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you for the next time. Peace out.